Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, I'm just gonna put it out there. I know it's been a hot minute since I've posted a video, but I have been doing a lot, as I'm sure you would imagine. I have been making money, I have been making sales, I've been making new relationships, I've been making new business, I've been doing a lot. So I honestly have been had such the urge to put out a video for such a long time now, and just so many things have come up. But you know what? I've been going to a lot of networking sessions lately, and I'm really prioritizing my time better. And you have the time you can make time for anything that is a priority for you. So whether it be work, whether it be prospecting, making those calls, studying, going to the gym, making dinner, getting the kids, whatever it is, there's no excuse to say, oh, I don't have time for that. You make time for what's priority for you. Anyways, that's not what this video is about, but we're gonna get into this video. This is kind of gonna be like an update and teaser of what's going on and what is to come, so stay tuned. Okay, so just a quick update. You'll see I'm in a new scenery. I'm in a new location. I have moved. I'm not gonna do a house tour, to be honest, but yeah, I have moved. So a lot has been going on. I'm still trying to figure out where my normal filming location is gonna be, but actually, you know what? I know where it's gonna be, but I just have to set it up, which I will make the time for. Okay, so overall, I am going into my third year of real estate, which honestly, it feels like it's year number 10, but it's only year number 3. So I finished off year number 2 very strong. To be honest, I'm not gonna do the whole income thing I did with my first year, but you can see how I did my first year. My second year was even better. I pretty much more than doubled what I was doing. So I am very happy about that. I actually have been surprised the amount of people who have messaged me saying, Tory, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? I haven't seen you post a YouTube video in months. And I'm like, I'm okay, guys. I'm still alive. I'm just working and trying to live life somewhat. Oh, another thing I've been doing a lot more of is networking. Like you can never be doing too much networking. So before I was doing a lot of networking with one-on-ones with different vendors, and that was a big part of my success in my first year of real estate. I have to go back and check, but I think I got about 10 transactions alone just from referrals of different mortgage brokers and things like that for the real estate business. So in my first year, one of the things I really focused on was building up my vendor list. So working with a lot of different mortgage brokers, real estate lawyers, home inspectors, and things like that to try and build up my vendor list so that when I did get clientele, I had people to refer them to in order to get the transaction done. So in my first year, my first couple months, I made it a pinpoint to meet with at least 2 different vendors each week. So I set up a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of coffee dates. It was in the midst of COVID. So if we were on lockdown, then it was Zoom calls. If we were allowed to in person, depending on the scenario, then I would go for coffee with a different vendor and things like that. So I've made a lot of connections and things like that. So that's what I did before. Now I'm doing a different kind of networking, which is more large scale, which is just going out to events. So for example, BuzzBuzz, you guys, make sure you follow BuzzBuzz Media, BuzzBuzz Conference. They have so many great events out there, especially for new agents. They're really good at promoting new agents, giving you guys kind of platforms to get inspiration and ideas and go-tos, and especially those who are the younger generation, but doing so well in the real estate industry. They're really good at promoting people and doing a whole show light on them and things like that. So make sure you check them out. But other than that, just one of my pinpoints now is going to at least one networking event each month. So whether it's a BuzzBuzz one, whether it's another one from different brokerage, different real estate agents, different vendors, real estate lawyers, mortgage brokers, things like that. I'm just trying to be more out there and trying to grow my business, continue to grow my business on a different scale. So networking is something that I am still doing. So reading, I am doing a lot more reading now. So it is audiobook, so it's technically reading or technically listening, but one of my goals now is to be able to read a new book. I've paced myself, I said every 2 months, which I know seems like a lot of time, but just with the amount of things that, you know what, no excuses. It is every 2 months, that's my goal. If I do more, amazing, but I know at least every 2 months to have a new book done. Because normally I read my audiobook, so I read it when I'm traveling, but I guess if I get an actual physical book, then that would probably discipline me more to read more often. Good thought, Tory. But other than that, I am doing some reading. So one of the books I just finished, which was amazing and completely changed my whole mindset on life, is called You Are Born Rich by Bob Proctor. Amazing book. I would suggest everybody to go and get that book. I am not associated with them or anything. I'm not selling it, nothing to do with it. It's just such a great experience I had with the book. It is a long one, but it is worth it. I did do the audio version. So I think it took me, I want to say probably 2 months to complete it, because driving to my investment property, which again will come in another video, but it's an hour and 40 minutes to get to my investment property. So most of the time I would be listening to the book, unless I was on calls or just listening to music, whatever. But yes. Wow, this video is getting long already. Okay, so what else? Okay, one of the books I did purchase and kind of read is the 5 a.m. Club. I don't know where to start with this one, but all in all, I have heard too many amazing things about this book. And so I bought it finally, the audio version, and I've read probably 30% of it, and I just can't get into it. The concept, from what I hear, is amazing. And what I like is that I was able to put the concept in place in my life without actually reading the book. So I feel like if I do actually read the book, I'll probably have a better understanding. But just the style of the book, it's not for me. It's more of a fictional story talking about different characters, and like, I think, what was the title? Like a storyteller, then there's a rich guy, then there's a poor guy, and then things like that. I'm just not into that style, so it didn't really attract me, but I like the things that I've heard from it and the tidbits and bits that I've heard from people. So I have been, the last 3 weeks now, I've consistently been waking up at 5 a.m. or 6 o'clock. Actually, this morning, I woke up at 4:55. I woke up 5 minutes before my alarm clock, and I think it's like starting to actually ingrain in my body that this is the time to wake up. And I've been able to be so much more productive in these last couple weeks. So it's definitely something I'm keeping up with. There's still some tweaks and stuff I need to get to sorting it out, but that's going good. Oh, another thing. So, especially after attending all of these networking events and just hearing from so many different people, it's really unfortunate, but there are so many new agents out there who get into the industry. They sign up under someone or follow someone, join a brokerage, and they're promised the sun, the moon, and the stars. And then when they actually get started and they actually need help, they're nowhere to be found. This happens in the EXP brokerage. This happens in so many other brokerages. I'm not going to name all of them. I don't want to call anybody out, but I just find it so unfortunate. I've been through that a couple times in different careers that I've had. In this career in real estate, it was different because when I started off, my sponsor was amazing. She was there. I'm in Hamilton. My sponsor to EXP is in London. And we talked, I think, pretty much every day. Any question I had, she was always available. Times she drove out here with me when it went out for lunch. And it was just such a great experience for me. And that's a big part of why I was able to grow so much in the beginning of my career. And I see other people who don't have that. and they're not as successful. So between having the right sponsor, or having the right mentor, I should say, and sometimes being on a team is imperative for some people. I started off on a team. It was a great experience and really helped me to build up. I left the team after 6 months and went solo, and I never looked back. So I'm really happy for that decision. But I realized a lot of people are able to start off solo on their own, and you don't need a team. You just need the right support system. And that's one of the reasons why I really like EXP, because you can get that team dynamic without having to be on an official team, having to abide by their color schemes, having to pay the extra split to them and things like that. So there's pros and cons to teams. If you find a good one that fits you, I definitely say join a team. It'll just make your learning curves a lot shorter. Hopefully, if you join the right team, but it will come at a cost. But in the beginning, the cost will be worth it. So if you're joining the team, my biggest advice is look out for the atmosphere, see who your mentor will be, see what kind of training you have, what kind of benefits, if there's any materials or marketing, any signage or things covered, what are the fees, and most importantly, contract terms. So if you join the team, what is your exit strategy? Do you have a timeline? You have to be on the team. If you leave the team, do you not get your leads or things like that anymore? I went through that very quickly because I want this video to be short. But if I get enough interest in the comments below about any of these topics, I will definitely expand, and I will prioritize the time to make videos on things that you guys request, as long as I get enough interest. Next. Okay, so again, from the most recent BuzzBuzz event I went to, I am starting a new network. Oh gosh, not like a TV network, but I'm starting this network called Collaboration Over Competition. I love the term. I actually heard it in the network. A couple people were saying it, and I'm like, you know what? I hear this so frequently, and it just matches up with something I'm able to do. I'm excited to bring this to fruition, and it's gonna be collaboration over competition. And basically, I'm just gonna have monthly Zoom meetings where anybody from any brokerage, any team, it doesn't matter, you guys can all just come on to the Zoom call and ask questions, because I know that's what most people need in the beginning. You just need someone to be there to answer your questions and to help. So that's what I want to be able to provide for as many people as possible. On these calls, there's going to be no fees. There's going to be no pitching, no sales, nothing about brokerages or anything like that. It's just going to be a safe place for people to ask questions. So I definitely am going to have it monthly. It may even possibly be bi-weekly, which I think would be better, but it just depends on my schedule because I have some things I need to prioritize. But I'm just setting up a platform for people to sign up. That way, when I do have the calls, I have one medium where I can go to and just send out a mass thing saying, hey, everybody, this is going to be the next call kind of thing. I think that's a few updates for now. Kind of lets you guys know what I've been doing, what is coming. And I'm gonna do a few more videos now to get a little bit more specific. But again, anything that you guys specifically have questions for, just comment below and I will add that to the list. Have a wonderful day, guys. Be awesome, and we'll see you in the next video. And we got a new puppy. Okay, so this is Roxy. This is our baby girl. She is 2 years old. She turns 2 at the end of the month. So she is a Shih Tzu Chihuahua mix. She's a girl. And then we just got Mr. Romeo. He's still a bit shy. Okay. Oh. Mr. Romeo, we just got him about a month ago. So he just turned 1. He's a boy. He's shy. And he's a Shih Tzu Chihuahua mix as well. But we got them from the same breeder. Roxy's more of a Shih Tzu mix and he's more of a Chihuahua. Yeah, he's scared. But yeah, that's another new update.